What is up, friends? Welcome back to
Blanco Bronco Adventure.
Yeah, we are in the Inland Northwest once again. At what event?
The Bronco Stampede.
Bronco Stampede.
Third annual?
I think it's third. We are surrounded by Broncos. I mean, they're everywhere. Like, everywhere.
Spinning a couple times real quick.
We have got some heavy hitter Broncos here though.
Yeah.
We're just gonna touch on some car show today. But you know the deal, here in the Inland Northwest, we do a 2-day event. You've got car show, meet and greet, you've got silent auction stuff going on, and good food, and just hanging out with good, friendly people. Then day number 2, we hit the sand dunes right here in Kennewick, Washington. We jump over to, what is it, Juniper?
The Juniper Sand Dunes.
Juniper Sand Dunes
Pasco.
in Pasco. So for day number 2, we go to Juniper Sand Dunes in Pasco, Washington. If you haven't attended this event, you got to. Put it on your list. This group has tons of Broncos that show up from all around this area of the country, and you could be included in that. We got the links down below of how to find the Inland Northwest Bronco Club, because you're missing out if you're not here next year. Plus, we got bad news on our Bronco.
Yeah.
I don't know how much sand dunage we're gonna be able to do, because
so we won an award.
Yeah.
We're gonna win an award.
Silent award between you and us.
The only 2-wheel drive Bronco here.
You heard that right. 2-wheel drive. 2x4. It's a building material, and we got it right here. We had a problem with our front differential. Check it out. You know this guy. Got Vader Bronco. There's a disturbance in the force going on here, because last year you won Best of Show? Or
not Best of Show.
Was it?
I got, the 6G.
Yeah. Great Bronco. We absolutely love the Vader Bronco, but there's a couple Star Wars Broncos here that have gone a little bit over the top. So I'm still on Team Vader, but we'll show you guys what these other Broncos are about, and you can decide and let us know.
There's the competition right there.
There he is, right there. But the bad guy, right there. We'll show you the Bronco.
Awesome.
There was a disturbance in the force. Look at how good this thing looks. This wrap is awesome. And the attention to detail is right there with it. I mean, we're gonna go to the other Star Wars Broncos, but you guys let us know in the comments below. I mean, they did it right. Love the rock block mud flaps. So that's right, 2x4. We kind of had an issue with the front differential.
I don't know what the issue is.
I don't know what the issue is. It's still under warranty, so it's to be determined. But here's the deal. We were getting to Washington regardless.
Yeah.
Did you hear that? Regardless. So I found a dealership, not actually local to us, that was willing to work with me and my time frame and schedule on getting this Bronco taken care of under warranty. Actually allowing me to take and pull the differential out, set it aside, come up here to Washington, enjoy the Bronco people, and the Bronco event. Then guess what? This goes in bright and early Monday morning. Tuesday morning to get a new differential put in it. Let me show you. I'm serious. There is no differential in this Bronco. In fact, left the hubcaps off so you can see. You know, there's no CV shaft in there. It's a big old empty void, and that's okay, because no matter what, we are still out here enjoying our Bronco. Now, time for you guys to enjoy these Broncos. Let's show off this show. Still don't know how they get that big of an engine in these tiny early Broncos, but look at this 6th gen Bronco. I talked to the owner of this. Awesome dude, and awesome build. Now, there's things that I noticed immediately about this Bronco. It's got a wrap on it. That's cool, but look at the color that's underneath that wrap. I believe that's what they call the Icon Silver or something like that. I could be wrong. If I'm wrong, I'll just type it on the screen here. Anyway, a couple things I notice about this and things that I want to do to the build on our Bronco. Look at the windshield frame. You can tell that it hides in plain sight. Usually you've got your body color right there. Well, they have tracked down and found the all elusive piece that allows this to be like blacked out, matching the molded in color hardtop. I immediately noticed that, and that is such a cool feature because, you know, you look at a normal Bronco, and as good as the windshield frame looks, it should just kind of disappear like that. So my friends have done it right with this Bronco. Plus, you gotta love the DV8 inner fender liners, looking sharp. I guess he was working on that like this morning when he came to the show. He was telling me, he's like, those were kind of tough to install and you made it look easy. Well, now that you've done one set, you can do 4 more for your friends, so keep it up. Now, back to the car show. You got a big blue Bronco, and then you got a little blue Bronco. That is awesome. Pretty sure that's a baby bouncer. And if Monica had it her way, she would let me buy one of those, but I don't need the commitment that comes with the other portion of that toy. Look at this. Another thing I have noticed about this Bronco. You see it? Let me go around here. Maybe you'll catch it. It's the same in the front and rear. Okay, did you see it? Okay, let me go back to the front. See if we see it. Do you see what's different about it? All right, I'll show you right back here. These bumpers are paint matched, factory bumper, and it's got the same paint. I mean, how sharp does that look? You take that black, ugly bumper and just hide it in plain sight with paint color. I absolutely love that. Look at the front bumper, it looks so good. And you don't even notice. It's stock, but it's not. See what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You like that?
Yeah.
Gotta love Cyber Orange. Although every time I see it, still feel like I need to get a toolbox out. Check out the members of the Inland Northwest Bronco Club working hard to make this event happen. Hats off to you guys. This young lady braided my hair last night. That got a little, you know, different. She did great. Then you got silent auction. Come in, get some Bronco parts, just bid. Outbid your best friend. I'll show you what I'm bidding on right here. Look at this. Look at this cup. It's got an early Bronco on it. It looks so good. Love it. Let's check on the Tom's off-road seats that they sent. What are we up to? $500 on the seats. What a steal. If you can get those $500 or less, boy, you have come to the right place. Gotta apologize about the wind here in the Pacific Northwest. I mean, it is a windy day. This Bronco is awesome built. Off-roader, on-roader, it does all the things. Take a measurement with your eyeballs. Look at that wheelbase. I mean, it's on point. Look at this. We got Bronco Sport. I'm telling you, either a Bronco Sport or a 2-wheel drive 6-gen Bronco, you are welcome in the Inland Northwest Bronco Club. This is the place to be. Look at this early Bronco. I love this wheel. It's like a mix between the old school slot mag, but then it looks like it's a beadlock. I need to do some more investigating on that. Look at the motor we got in here. I am so excited to get our early Bronco up and running. I got goals of having it at things like this, but you know, it's still stripped down. Look at the motor in here. Oh, well, yeah, something. Anyway, there is a Bronco here that is very special that I want to track down. Absolutely love this color. Boxwood green. Such a pretty color, and it looks really good next to that Wimbledon white. I mean, did a knock-up job on this. Of course, right next to it, got a new 24 Raptor. think they call that color something green. It doesn't really look green to me, but it looks good. Look, another Bronco Sport. We even got a Bronco 2 here. I'll show you. It's not your typical Bronco 2. It gets used. You've seen this Bronco before. Yeah, that's right. 74 weld portals, 40-inch tires, 2-door Heritage Limited. Soak it in. Just look at that.
This is what a Bronco looks like.
She's right. This is what a real Bronco looks like, but who's to say that's not a real Bronco? Right there, the Sport. A 2-wheel drive one. A heavily modified 6th gen one, and a bad to the bone early Bronco. So I think she's a little bit right and wrong. They are all Broncos, including the Bronco 2. We'll get around to that. We got Dana. This is a 66 Bronco, club members Bronco. This thing is awesome and it gets used. How do I know that it's a 66 Bronco? Let me teach you a couple identifying factors. They call this the eyebrow grill. See how that comes over? That tells you right here that this is a Bud body. When the Bronco first started getting produced, Ford didn't actually make the bodies. A company called Bud Company or Corporation made these. Now, that's not the only identifier. You got extra bracket right here in the firewall. You got your inner fender, and this bracket right here that simply bolts in is an identifier that this is a true 66 with a Bud body. Then come around to the rear. Check this out. Where do you put your jack, your spare tire tools? Well, hiding under here, there would have been a bracket right there that gave you the option to put your jack back there. 66 Bud body early Bronco. And it gets driven, gets used. I've seen it. It jumped in the sand dunes and blew up the whole Dana 30. I helped rebuild it, stick it back in there. So don't let the shininess fool you. Look, Bronco 2. This is a Bronco, just like she said back there. You know, this is what a real Bronco looks like. Well, this is a real Bronco. Look at this, heavily modified. That sounds like it has a rod knock, but it's actually just a diesel in there. Plus, custom built brackets. Make your own roof rack, go camping, get the kids out and enjoy these machines. That's what it's about. Then come around here, they're loaded down for the weekend. You got everything you need. You got the essentials. Take the, you know, tailgate table. You got horseshoes, just in case you got to shoe a horse on the road. Plus fridge, all the stuff. I mean, I can absolutely appreciate that this guy here takes his kids out and enjoys this thing. That is what it's about. Oh, who let these guys in here?
Don't let anybody come here.
That's what I heard.
It's a new category. The best couple of the area, Derek and Monica. Best couple of the Bronco show,
Well,
right here.
I mean, I can't win the 4-wheel drive category, so.
We're talking about that. You're a poser.
Fair enough. I mean, but look at this guy. Who puts horse stirrups on their Bronco? That is members of the Ford Broncos of Idaho. Look at these. Absolutely love these Broncos. Now, did I pass the Vader Bronco? No, he's right there. We'll get to that Bronco in a minute. Henry Ford, mark my words, you said it right. You can have any color you want, as long as it's black. Look at this one. I love this Bronco. I've seen this Bronco in a form about that big. It's on our tailgate as a sticker. This is the donkey, or the camel donkey Bronco. Why would they call it the camel donkey Bronco? I mean, imagine it's camel. Look at that. You like the camel donkey?
Love the camel donkey.
Look at that. Somebody got happy with a can of orange spray paint, or maybe did they just run over a construction worker? I mean, you're definitely not going to miss that suspension. I wish I could take the time to show you every single detail about every one of these Broncos, but there's just so many here. All of the options are here, and that's what's cool about coming to events like this, is you get the opportunity to check out different builds, different stages of the builds, and sometimes Broncos that are unicorns and don't hardly exist. You know that Bronco. That is the Mickey Mouse Baja Bronco out here at the Inland Northwest Bronco Stampede. Now, let's talk about this Vader Bronco. It's the OG, so I got to stick with it. You know, the other people that have done the Star Wars thing, sorry, I'm Team Vader. Look at this interior. Now Mike was telling me about this. That looks sharp. I love it. You might see something similar coming for the Blanco Bronco. But first we got to get four-wheel drive fixed. Look at this. I'm going to open this door because I know this Bronco. Look at that interior. That is sharp by Cat Skins leather. That like feels really good too. And got the carbon fiber on the door. That looks good. See that interior?
Yeah.
That looks good, Mike. That interior is awesome. And there it is himself. Look, little Vader. Check it out. There, and he's, look, winner. Yeah, I told you. Sharp Bronco. Henry Ford said it right. You can have any color you want as long as it's black.
Yep.
Yeah. See? Agree. That Bronco's been at the Bronco games. It has tore up the track. Look, a little Blanco Sport. Look, Brad. He turned this Bronco into a little bit of a diesel for a while. Blew up the motor. Guess what? Ford took care of it. Warranty, brand new engine. Lucky guy. Look at this. Love it. Black Wildtrak. Look at this. You don't have to have complete Broncos to attend any of these events. I can tell you how much time and work and labor goes into getting your early Bronco to even this point. And guess what? That needs to be shown off too. There is a lot of work that goes into these that is just time that you'll never see pay off until you crank that thing up with the body on it and you go do burnouts or rock crawl it, whatever it's gonna be. Bring your Broncos out. So it looks like it's a 71 right here out of Washington. Look at all the tough parts. I told you there are some heavy hitters here, and this is one of those Broncos. We've seen this before, but there's always continuous upgrades and changes that happen. This Bronco has been at Tom's Off-Road, but look at that trailer behind you. That's what I want to show you today. The trailer has been a work of art, and it shows how well it fits with this beautiful Bronco. Look at this trailer. It's got the, you know, deal on there, but look at this camper shell top that was made. Now, when that comes down, you know, of course, get the dog out first. This top is a fiberglass reproduction early Bronco top. So it looks just like the factory top, but they trimmed off the sides, of course, and put it to where when that comes down, now all your stuff you're taking with you stays protected in the back, but then they've also integrated a roof rack system in this to where you can actually still utilize it just like you'd want to. And these guys are utilizing it just perfect, soaking up the summer sun. This is awesome. Absolutely love the beadlock rings. Not many people have taken the advantage of that like they should have. Recognize this Bronco? This was the one that won the Inland Northwest Bronco games, and this thing sounded like a monster truck. In fact, Miss Monica, do us all a solid favor and insert how this Bronco sounds right now. Because it looked good and sounded even better. Okay, back to the car show. So once again with the heavy hitter Bronco here, can't walk past this one without seeing this. What's that? Hennessy. Yeah, there's no mistaking that. Velociraptor. What does that mean? Well, I'm not entirely sure, but I know with that name comes pretty big horsepower things. You know, this Bronco is outfitted to be much better than stock, but I don't know what all the details are. So let's talk to the owner and get the full scoop on what this Bronco actually is. I know with Hennessy comes power typically, but what are we dealing with?
So you get bigger injectors.
Okay.
They get a bigger intercooler. You get a bigger exhaust. They put the Borla exhaust on there.
Okay. I heard it coming in.
Yeah. And then they do a bigger tune on it.
Okay.
So you go from 315 for the stock 2.7
Okay.
to 420.
Ah. And that'll sit you down in the seat.
Yes.
What do you do for fuel mileage?
We got 16 and a half yesterday into the
Still
headwind.
better than what we get. We get like 14, 15 if we're lucky. And that's in two-wheel drive because I don't have a front differential.
Right. So that was into the wind yesterday.
That's awesome.
At about 80.
Okay. Yeah, that's not so bad.
No.
Heck yeah. So more horsepower, bigger injectors, turbo or exhaust.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then they do the front
Bumpers.
bumper and then the wheels
Okay.
and the headrests and fancy it up that way.
So do you
but
buy?
mostly it's all the stuff you can't see.
Okay, yeah, exactly. Do you buy the Bronco and then take it to them, or is this a package that they offer that you just pick it up from
You
them
can do
direct?
it both ways.
Okay.
This one was actually picked up at Barrett Jackson.
Really? No
Yeah.
kidding. Okay. Nice.
So last October, they had their inaugural Barrett Jackson in New Orleans.
Okay. Heck yeah. Is that where you picked it up from?
That is where I picked it up.
Awesome. Cool. So you're the highest bidder.
That day I was.
Well, I'm glad you did because I haven't seen one of these in person. And like I say, coming in today, I could hear this thing. So I want to make sure we touch base on what it is.
Appreciate that.
The Bronco letters on the grill being silver, was that their touch or is that yours?
That's the way I got it.
Okay.
So
That
the
must
only
be
thing
that.
I've added to it is the onboard air
Okay.
and the rear DV8 rack.
Okay. Yeah, I
And
seen
we're
that.
moving forward from there.
Yeah, build back better, you know. Cool. Well, appreciate your
So,
time.
Yeah, thank you.
You cannot beat a white Bronco. Look at how sharp that looks. This is what our Bronco someday is going to be.
I hope so.
Yeah, it's going to be a lot of work, but the thing is you got to keep working at it. It's like eating a big sandwich. You can't just eat it all at once. You just got to take it a bite at a time. In our case, I'm nibbling because I'm going so slow. Here again, we're kind of trying to build two Broncos side
Yeah.
by side, but that's a me problem.
3 if you look at it. 4.
4 with the Bronco, 2, and then 5 with another Bronco, 2.
Yeah.
So yeah, we got just
Yeah,
Broncos
too
going
many.
on. But this thing is just sharp. It's just something about the white and the black and just how it looks. Look at it's got the bikini top on it. It's in summer mode. Thing looks sharp. Absolutely love it. Now, did you see that Bronco there? Look at who has traveled yet again all the way from Oregon in their Baja Bronco. This is Dave and Sandy Lowen's Mickey Mouse Baja Bronco. Do you recognize this one?
I do. I got to drive it.
She got to
On
drive
an
it.
island.
In an island in Hawaii. This is the Bronco that has traveled all 50 states. 50 years old. It's actually 51 years old now, being 24. But it's 73. And at the time we were in Hawaii, this Bronco, the owners of this Bronco, celebrated their 50th wedding anniversary. It is so cool. And look, here's the proof right here. That's the shipping number. That was the number this Bronco wore going over to Hawaii. Absolutely love this thing. They get out and use it. I think they said they traveled like 300 miles to this event. So we are happy as heck to have them here in the Inland Northwest. Now, brings me to my predicament. We're judging these early Broncos. We get to pick winners here. I pointed out the heavy hitters, in my opinion. Some were early Broncos and some were 6th-gen Broncos.
We have to pick early.
We have to pick early Broncos. I should have took the 6th-gen one because, man, that'd be easier. My heart goes out to some of these Broncos, you know, but my heart goes out to all of them. So we're gonna go get our paper. We're gonna vote for who we think was the best, and we're gonna get judgy right now. You know, we'll be the typical person in the car show like, ooh, they have a
rim is
scratch
scratched.
on their bumper.
Yep. Denied.
Terrible.
Denied.
I could have done a better job if I had one hand and two pinkies. Like, that's how people get, and come on. Where's your Bronco to show proof that you could actually build one of these? I can't even build one, and I'm out here judging them. So I am the typical
6G owner?
6G owner.
What?
Let's say it. Let's call it what it is. Because, you know, it isn't because we're educated. I love this little Bronco, though. It has got the correct size of tire on that. Wide meats on there. Anyway, let's go get our little judge card.
Let's go vote.
And let's get judgy, Mrs. Judgy.
I'm not judging. Now that the cruise is over, grab some dinner. Lulu's Craft Kitchen and Bar. Craft Bar and Kitchen? I don't know. We'll find out. Welcome back. It's day 2.
Day deuce.
Went to dinner, hung out last night, got some sleep in.
Yeah.
Here we are.
What a great car show we had yesterday.
It was
Awesome.
116.
Huge turnout.
A lot of Broncos.
Now we are at Juniper Dunes in Pasco, Washington.
Yep.
We got a lot of Broncos out here,
Yeah.
but there's no other Bronco that cannot physically go into 4-wheel drive but ours.
We're 2-wheel drive.
So join us on the adventure of how many times can we get stuck? Because I'm still gonna play, just not as hard as we could with 4-wheel drive. But first, we've got to take a group picture, because then there's proof that we're all here together. Then it's just kind of do what you want to do. Disperse for the day. Hang out, play if you want to play for an hour or 6 weeks. It doesn't matter. Have fun. Be with Bronco people. Test the goat modes on your Bronco. I got none. I can't test them.
We have go.
You know, we've tested a lot of goat modes. So now we're testing no goat modes.
What's it like?
I don't know. So far so good, but we're on a road. So we got our main guy, Bronco Man 6, in front of us with a tow point already in the hitch just in case.
It's
We got
a Blanco just for us.
Yeah,
Look
he
at
was
that.
like, hey, I got you. He's got us if we get stuck. But my goal is not to get stuck. We're going to get stuck.
Yeah, we're gonna get stuck. But
How
that's
many
okay.
times?
How many times?
How many times?
We'll count them.
Count them.
Let's go take this group shot.
Group shot.
Well, that's one.
One stuck.
One stuck.
Got sand on your seat. Sandy beaches in here.
Sandy beaches. You having fun? Yeah. We came, we didn't conquer,
No conquering.
and we're leaving.
The Inland Northwest Stampede was another success. Tons of Broncos showed up and had a great time. Now we got to get four-wheel drive back in this because it's just not any fun. You can't do the things that you normally do with all four wheels spinning. But that's no excuse to have stayed home. Get out, get off your couch and create an adventure. That's what this means.
We had a great day.
I had a great time this entire weekend catching up with my Bronco friends and just checking things out. Now, the bonus, we don't even have to air up because I knew we were getting stuck. I didn't air down. So we are heading out.
Bronco adventures.